So back in Cali once again. Had to go take care of some family stuff, but made me think about things you don't hear with traveling DJs. Some real stuff that you don't really hear too much about, such as like missing your family and having to take care of your family. I mean, I guess it really depends on the kind of person you are and your relationship with your blood relatives or close friends, anything like that. You can get really caught up in this life. We always have so much to do, taking care of our calendar, making sure to maintain those relationships with bookers and social media, and not to mention the whole music side of things, of looking for music, sharpening our skills and working on mixes, transitions and such, just being creative. There's so much that we have to do, business, creative, that our personal lives can kind of get pushed to the side. And it's something that I know I've struggled with in the past. And having, some health issues come up in my family and having to take care of loved ones and seeing it firsthand is a constant reminder of needing that kind of balance that is missing in a lot of DJs' lives and creative people in general, in my opinion. It's hard for us to do what we love as a business and maintain all the other aspects of our lives, but it's something that we're all kind of forced to do and we need to do for our living and maintaining our quality of life. So have a little break time right now. Gonna go grab some lunch for me and my dad. He wants Costco food and I don't blame him. Costco food's delicious, so gonna go grab some of that and continue this conversation a little later. I'm making a chicken bake, a slice of combo, Caesar salad. Next number, please. Oh, whoops. Well, got the goods. That'll be my quickest Costco run ever. And now to head back home. Finally eat. Finally back. Oh, ready to eat. Zoom in a little bit. All right. So we were talking about life balance, in particular, in my case right now, family, having to deal with family issues while maintaining and trying to grow my DJ career. So my family is in California, and even though Las Vegas isn't that far away, it's still a decent distance away. So if anything happens, I can hop a flight and get here in 45 minutes if I have the extra cash, or I can just hop in my car and make the drive down. And with things that's been going on lately, I've been having to travel back and forth so frequently that it doesn't really make sense to buy flights all the time. So I'm doing a lot of driving, which is a lot of time. But luckily, with what I do, because I'm DJing full time, I have most of the week that I can spend back here to take care of things and make sure things are okay. And that's one of the luxuries of living this life, where you have the ability to have that extra free time to get things like this done and make time for loved ones and stuff that you need to take care of. Whereas if you worked a 9 to 5, you wouldn't have all of that time because you'd be in the office. But at the same time, too, a lot of people don't understand that there's a lot of things that DJs have to get done during the week. Like I mentioned earlier, looking for music, organizing that music, finding a way to put that into your sets, social media, getting content ready for social media, brainstorming those posts, maintaining contact with all of your network of other DJ friends you might have, building and maintaining relationships with bookers and other people that can get you gigs, making it to gigs on time, early, and doing those gigs and killing it so you can come back and make sure that management and everything's happy. And that's a lot to juggle. Not to say that having a 9 to 5 is easy, but when you have something like a 9 to 5, it's kind of things are figured out for you where you just have to sit down and do the work. Whereas in the freedom that you get from being a creative, like a DJ, you have to kind of build in your own set of rules. This is actually something that I was thinking about because I was listening to DJ Conflict's podcast, and he had a recent episode on this, and it really got me to thinking. Hearing that, plus having to do this travel back and forth to take care of things with my family, really got me to thinking about it. And life balance is a lot harder when you have the freedom that this life gives you, because you can just party all the time because you're in the club all the time. You can get lost in all of your work and lose those really wonderful and really important friendships and relationships with loved ones. I gotta admit that I was kind of guilty of that in the past, and I've had to repair those relationships and build them back up. And I'm thankful I did, even though like sometimes you do gotta put your head down and just grind and push through. You still gotta make time to come up for air and make sure that everyone that you really care about at the end of the day, still, the people that mean a lot to you, they're still good and they know that you care about them too. I've really been trying to work on that, and I mean, although work is important, happiness is important, and part of being happy, at least to me, is making sure the people I care about are just as good as I'm doing. That's enough serious talk for right now. Time to get down on this pizza and this chicken bake. Oh my god, Costco food, guilty pleasure. It's so good. It's so cheap, but it's not that good for you. But well, just get an extra workout in later this week. Oh, and by the way, so if you ever see me filming here in this background, this is just an extra spare room my parents have at their crib. So a lot of times if I'm back in the LA area, I'll stay here just to save a little bit of money. I mean, I am DJing, I am traveling, but I'm not at the level where I can just stay at hotels wherever yet. So anytime I can save a little bit on travel and a place to stay, definitely going to take it. Plus, nothing like being home. Not just to see my mom and dad, but just to be in a familiar place. I mean, I grew up in this house to an extent, and yeah, just always feels nice to come back here. But yeah, I'm hungry, so time to eat.